It's so easy to be busy just being busy in your business. And then months or even years go by and you look back and you're like, what did I even do? Because I haven't been able to reach or accomplish any of the goals that I set out for myself in my business. Oh, I get it. I get it. Which is exactly why I wanted to introduce you to one of my favorite biz buddies, Miss Racheal Cook. She is a genius when it comes to making sure you are focused on the high-level CEO tasks that will actually move your business forward. And today she's going to be breaking down how to make time to work on those high priority items. Welcome back to all my Holly G's VIPs. So excited to see you here again. If you are new to me, my name is Holly G. I am your go-to video gal. And what I do is I help high performing leading ladies save time on both sides of the camera. And I do this by teaching them the skills they need to create not just video, but business cinema, which is video with a plan, purpose, system, and strategy. Not just willy-nilly video, but creating video that actually moves your business forward, which is great when you pair that with what Racheal is about to share with you guys today. Make sure to stay tuned all the way to the end to find out how you can get your hands on Racheal's CEO Planner. I'm telling you, this is an amazing tool if you want to stay laser focused on the tasks that are going to move your business forward.
Hey there, Racheal Cook here, host of the Promote Yourself to CEO podcast and founder of the CEO Collective, where I help women entrepreneurs get the strategy, systems, and support they need to start and scale service-based businesses. I was so excited when Holly reached out to me to contribute to this series while she is away on maternity leave. Congratulations, Holly. And she asked me specifically to share how you can make more time to focus on the highest priority CEO level tasks that are actually going to move your business forward. I know that as a mom who has been simultaneously raising babies and running this business, finding that time for you to focus on the highest priority tasks takes a lot of planning and strategy. So I want to share with you how I have managed to continue growing this multiple six-figure business while having 3 kids over the last 10 years in just 25 hours a week. Now, before we get into how you actually manage your calendar, we first have to identify what are those highest priority tasks that are what you need to be focused on. If you are like me and you have limited time to work on your business, then you really have to get intentional about where you are using those hours, how you are investing your time and energy in your business to get the best return on investment from your time and your energy. So I want you to ask yourself a few questions. What we're really going to be doing is putting together almost a job description for you as the CEO of your business. Now, as the CEO, you are responsible for a few things that you simply can't outsource, right? So you're in charge of figuring out the vision and the mission for your business. You are responsible for deciding what the values of your business are. You are in charge of creating that strategic plan and figuring out how you are going to make that vision a reality. You're in charge of finding and bringing on team members who are going to help you implement. And as you bring on those team members, your role, the day-to-day of what you need to be focusing on your business will start to change. So this is something that I'm asking myself on a regular basis whenever we are hiring a new team member, whenever we're going through a period of growth, or whenever my business has gone through a transition because of my life. I have had to get really clear about what the highest value activities I personally need to be focused on are for my business. So here's a few questions I want you to ask yourself to determine where you need to be spending more time and energy. The first question is, where do you provide the most value to your business? Now, I know this can seem a little bit like a trick question because if you're an entrepreneur, you've gotten good at a lot of different things. But I really want you to think about what are the things that you provide the best, highest value to your business that you simply couldn't outsource. These are the things that are the best use of your time and energy. What types of tasks are the ones that really only you can do because only you have this area of expertise or have this specific skill set. The second question I want you to ask yourself is what drives results for your business? Now, when I say what drives results, I'm really meaning what is bringing in those clients and generating cash flow for your business. If you are not sure what activities are generating the results that you're seeing, so what is actually bringing those clients into your business and getting them to say yes to working with you, then a simple way to figure out what is driving results for you is to go back and look at the last 10 clients who have booked into your calendar or who've bought your products, programs, or services, and do a little backwards research, do a little digging, and figure out where they came from. This is such a powerful exercise because it'll instantly tell you what marketing and sales strategies are actually working. When I went back over the last few months and looked at where did the last 10 clients come from, I saw that a lot of my clients were coming from listening to my podcast. They were coming specifically from joining a free challenge I run called Plan Your Best Year Ever, and they were coming from my email list. So that told me these are things I need to continue doing. And I had that validation that these are the marketing activities that are driving the results for my business. So I really want you to get crystal clear about what is driving results for your business. It might be referrals. You might find that SEO is what's getting a lot of traffic for you. You might find it's your videos. We need to determine what you need to do more of. Now, the final question is, what is your zone of genius? And this is similar to what provides the most value to your business. But what I really want you to differentiate here is between your zone of excellence and your zone of genius. This is the work you simply cannot outsource. This is where we need to start teasing things apart and really understanding how you are focused on things in your business. So a great example here is when I answer all of these questions for myself, I came up with 3 core things that I need to be responsible for in my business. The things that I provide the highest and best value, that are my zone of genius, and I know drive results for my business. And it really comes down to 3 things: creating content, working with my clients, and connecting, building connections. So I had to get even deeper into what specifically I needed to be responsible for in each of those things. So let's look at creating content. I know you're following Holly because you're a content creator. You're using video to grow your audience. So this is probably a big priority for you and something we need to make time for in your calendar. Well, for me, creating content needs to be broken down because I don't have to touch every single step of the process to produce my show, Promote Yourself to CEO. I need to sit down and brainstorm the topics, outline the episodes, record the episodes, and then I'm done. Every other part can be handled by somebody on my team. And when I have that clarity, I'm able to stay focused on just the things that I need to do, and I allow my team to come in and support me and free up my bandwidth so I can continue to create great content, spend a lot of quality time with my clients and get them where they need to go, and still be building those connections that I told you are so important for my business. So as you start answering these questions, again, where do you provide the most value? What drives results for your business? And what is your zone of genius? I really want you to hone in on the top 3 essential CEO tasks that you are responsible for. Now that we have clarity on your role as the CEO of your business, and we know your top 3 core CEO tasks, what we need to do next is plug it all into your calendar so that you have time carved out each and every week to dedicate to these top tasks. So a model calendar is seriously one of the biggest reasons why I get more work done in 25 hours a week than most people do in 50 or 60. It's what keeps me laser focused on my tasks as the CEO of my business and helps me make sure that I'm not getting in the way or becoming the bottleneck in my business by trying to get involved in things that my team can honestly handle for me. So a model calendar is simply sitting down and blocking time for these tasks. That's really all it is. So the first thing that I do is I sit down and decide what is going to be my CEO time. I have a weekly CEO date where I'm sitting down with my business and checking in on the status of my business. How are we progressing towards our 90-day plan? How are we progressing towards our goals? Is the team on track? Are there any gaps that we need to address? Is there anything we need to adapt or adjust given whatever current things are happening in the business? Every single week, I'm having this CEO date, an appointment with the CEO, that's me, of my business to make sure that we are all moving according to the strategic plan that we have created for the business. Now, if you don't know how to have a CEO date, I have a checklist for you. I will make sure it is linked up alongside this video. It is one of the most powerful practices. So Monday is my CEO day. And in that CEO day, I have my CEO date, where I'm actually checking in with my business, just a one-on-one meeting with myself. Then I check in with my team and we really get together and make sure all the issues are addressed. We're making sure everybody's questions are answered. We all know what we need to focus on this week. I'm answering any questions that my team might have. And then I'm also spending some time that day on CEO development, which is things like, where am I working on a specific skill set, or am I working with a coach on something new? What am I doing to continue to hone my skills as a CEO running a business at this level? So Mondays have become a CEO day for me. You might not be able to dedicate all day Monday to a CEO day, but I would love for you to get started by plugging in at least an hour a week for your CEO date. Make sure you go grab the checklist. Now that you have your CEO time in your calendar, you know when you're doing your more strategic CEO level work, we've got to plug in some time for those 3 core CEO level tasks. And this is where you're literally just going to block time out in your calendar so that you know, and your team, if you have one, knows when you are working on what types of tasks. So again, for me, this is content. This is working directly with my clients, and this is connection. So I do a few things to make sure that I am consistently taking care of these most important tasks that I have for my business. Let's talk about clients and content first, because these tend to be something that a lot of people will have as one or two of their top 3 CEO tasks. For me, at this stage in my business, I actually don't have a ton of appointments in my calendar working directly with clients. People either work with me in a more group online format or they're in my CEO Accelerator program. But I do block out the times that I am going to be working with those clients. So it's already planned in advance what my availability will be. And I batch them all together. So you might have heard about the idea of batching for your content. Well, you can batch your client times as well. So the weeks that are client-facing weeks, I will open up my calendar to my clients Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and they will start at a 9 o'clock appointment, a 10:30 appointment, a 12 o'clock appointment, and a 1:30 appointment. The appointments are only 60 minutes long, and I give myself a 30-minute buffer in between. But by doing that, I can see 8 clients through those 2 days. I've batched all of those client appointments so that I am focused on just being 100% present with my clients. Then on Thursdays, I host the group coaching calls for people at other levels of my online trainings and programs. So that's what a client-facing week will look like for me. I'm really batching my client-facing time so that I'm not constantly shifting gears. On the other weeks, they're content weeks. And that means I will actually block time in my calendar and say, this is content creation time. And as I'm sitting down every single Monday during my CEO date, I will decide what type of content I am working on that week. So some weeks I might be creating content for my podcast. So I might have 2 or 3 days where I am 100% focused on brainstorming the content, outlining the content, recording the content, and getting it ready for my team to take over so that we can produce the podcast. I might be working on content for the CEO Collective. And that might mean I need to sit down and record a lot of trainings. So things that are more behind the scenes, that's paid content. So I've dedicated every single Friday to be a visibility day. And that means that I am actively getting interviewed on other people's podcasts or showing up on videos for other people's audiences, just like this. This is a visibility piece of content for me. Now, this is a big priority for me right now in my business to create content for other people's platforms. So you can see those times are all blocked. Monday is CEO date, depending on if it's a content-facing week or a client-facing week. If it's a client-facing week, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are going to be my accelerator one-on-one clients, and then Thursdays are my group online coaching calls. If it's a content-facing week, then Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I'm creating content, either free or paid, and Fridays, I am focused on that visibility content. Now, the final thing that is super important for me is connection. And this is something that I can't always plug 100% into my model calendar because it really depends on what types of connections I'm trying to make. But I do have a goal every single month to attend 2 events, to get out of my office and to go out there and get face-to-face with people. It's making sure that I'm prioritizing every single month having 2 really strong connection meetings or events that I am prioritizing on the calendar, and simply having that make sure that I'm always building my network. My network is what always leads to opportunities like this, where I'll have somebody invite me to come share what I know. So I hope this was helpful for you as you are thinking through how do you prioritize the most important things that you need to do for your business. Holly, thank you so very much for inviting me to share this information. I know that when I was coming back from my maternity leave with my 3rd baby, this was something I had to go through again and again. Anytime you have a new baby or a new shift in your life or new demands in your business, this exercise is something that will really help you to stay focused and avoid becoming the bottleneck in your business. So I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to see you back.
Racheal, that was amazing. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your brilliance with my peeps. Make sure to go on over and check out the link to the CEO planner. All the links and everything are below. Let Racheal and I know what your biggest takeaway was so that you can be entered for your chance to win the CEO 90-day planner. Let us know in the comments below. Leave a comment and then make sure you're following my channel and Racheal's channel, and she will choose a winner in just 48 hours. So hurry up and leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And remember, you are someone's reason to smile, so don't give up.